Good morning, everybody, sunshine. We're gonna start off this YouTube video a little bit different. I was up late last night. We were playing GTFO. Great game, had a blast with it. Maybe we can sneak a clip in here or something.
Everything on him. Focus fire, focus fire.
You're missing. Whoever has the machine gun was shooting too high.
There's a second one.
First one's down.
I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Like, they're moving so slow.
Third one.
Way dead.
Tactic was right. Yay!
It was awesome. There's always that kind of great feeling you get after a good stream, a good video, a good something. And it's kind of that like high that they speak of, the endorphin rush. Some people get it from going to the gym, whatever the case. I have one of those right now, but I'm still so tired. So tired. Either way, it's been cool getting to do those streams and have so much interaction with people. I think we had 14 people in there chatting at once, and it was a blast. And we had bits getting thrown around and subs getting thrown around, and we changed the overlays and we changed the alerts, and there's a lot that was put into it. But seeing that after production go and be used and have value in it is so exciting for me. But either ways, this is vlog number 4, so let's kind of get to it. Basically, I want to talk about going through change this time, because there's a lot of change going around in the country, in the world right now. At the start of the year, I had started going through some change as well. And the one thing about humans and us, we don't like going through change. It's something that we actively oppose, but you have to change to adapt, to grow, to evolve to the next thing, whatever it is. So on January 1st, me and my significant other, we decided to move here to Las Vegas, Nevada. She had a job out here. My parents helped us move along the way as well. So right off at the start of the year, it was already a big change. We came from Nebraska. I mentioned that I think in the first vlog. It has been interesting to say the least. The people are different. Of course, the scenery is different. Everything's a little bit different, as you can imagine. Anyways, at the start of the year, we did that. The change that has been going on has an effect on your physical health, your mental health, a little bit of everything. And so I want to talk a little bit about change and what you can do to basically help mitigate some of it, because I'm an honest believer that you need to go through this change to do anything. We have all had kids or adults, whatever you want to say. For me, I'm going to refer back to high school. We have had people that we know back from high school that didn't move, that stayed stagnant, just graduated and then stopped. They have a lot of those sweetheart stories. They met someone they went to high school with, they got married, had kids, but they've never left the area they're in. Coming from the Midwest, we see a lot of those people just immediately go into like farmers, and that's fine because we need farmers. Nothing against farmers at all. But there's also the thing of, I hope those people really are happy as they go later on in life, because they decided to stop changing and growing at a very early point in their lives. Now, this next week for me is going to be a pretty big change as well. We got a lot of life events going on, which may get into that in a further video, but it'll also allow me to do some different things that I want to do. Like, we're really going to have a good chance next week to grow the stream. I'll be putting out some other YouTube videos on my own that'll have stuff like how to play Magics and some advice videos as well as the vlog continues on. The vlog is really just here to chat directly to you in a different setting other than the stream where it's one-on-one and I quickly respond to your messages, which I love doing. But this is kind of, like I said, an inside look to what's going on in my brain and a quick rant at you. So when you are going through change and you know one's coming up, let's say you're a high school kid and you're just about to go to college, or let's say you're about to get married, or you have a kid on the way. First thing to do is to write it all down. Know that you have something coming up and write down what you think the pros and the cons will be. Not because you can just change your mind, like what's the con to having a child? It's so you are aware of the things that are gonna happen. Being prepared and being aware of the things that will change for you will help you out immensely once they are already there, because you're knowing it's about to be directly in front of your face. Like, I hate flying on airplanes. Can't stand them, but I write down everything there is to it. Well, it's a 2-hour flight versus an 18-hour drive. Once I'm on the plane and I've sat down, there's nothing I can do anyways. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and I know, and that way when I am sitting in that seat and they say buckle up, we're about to do takeoff, my brain actually does kind of hit this weird sense of calm, even though my heart rate, my brain, like everything's still like freaking out. Once we get up and we're at cruising altitude, usually I can kind of like just zone out for a bit, because I've already written down all the worst case scenario stuff that can happen, and my body's like, if it does, it does. Now, this doesn't work for everyone. Some people just can't handle that. Going through change is something that you can kind of be prepared for. Know that if you're going from high school to college, you're gonna have to start doing more stuff on your own. Ideally, I guess at this point I'm saying you're actually moving out and living differently on your own, but even if you're not, just your friend groups will change, responsibilities will change, classes will change, workload will change, all these things, write them down, just know. Because the less that is kind of out of the blue that hits you, the better. I see this in all kinds of different fields of work, all kinds of different things. If you know something, like quick side, like segue here, but even like when you're at like a restaurant, and I've worked, like I said, about 30 different jobs. If you're at a restaurant and you have a menu of about 30 things, right? And someone orders the one thing you never make, it is this kind of shock to the system as you have to scramble to figure out, oh, how the hell do I make that again? And even on weird, like if you're at McDonald's or Arby's or a full 5-star restaurant, you know, there is something that you make 90% of the time. Like something that someone always orders, like at McDonald's, it's probably either the Big Mac or the double quarter pounder, whatever it is. And that's what you always make. And then you get someone who wants a yogurt parfait, hold the strawberries, extra syrup or something weird. And your body just goes, what? So knowing all that stuff is about being prepared. And you can see it in some ways, like In-N-Out. What they do is they just have a very baseline menu. Cheeseburger, hamburger, double. And they move so fast through it because there's less adaptation they have to do through the day, through those orders. They could just be like, burger done, double done. If you do have that coming up, it's about knowing and being prepared, because our brain likes to store the memory we don't use and the stuff we don't use elsewhere anyways, and that helps. So through all of that, it'll help you also with finding a purpose, which purpose is something that I think we'll touch on a later video as well. Again, these vlogs are kind of a mix between what I'm going through day to day and motivation or stream help or talk help or different things, because I want to get across to you that I'm here, and just comment, send me a message. This is stuff that's important. And also, a lot of people think that, no, that's too much work, I don't want to bother Shane. You don't. You also probably give me an idea of something to talk about as well. And that's an immense help, because as a content creator now, one of the things is I wake up and I say, what am I going to do today? And you know, sometimes it's just like a flash in the pan. I'm like, this is great. Other times it's like banging your head against the wall. I'm telling you, trying to figure it out. And looking forward, a lot of this stuff is exciting because it's given me this chance to really talk to you guys and start to figure these things out. But finding a purpose is something we'll probably go into more. This one was about change. It hopefully can help you a little bit. Like I said, writing these things down, getting ahead of the curve a bit on it, and saying, okay, here's what's going to be different in my life. And with the current state of affairs in the country, I really suggest journaling. I don't know what it is about, especially young men that I talk to, that I try to tell this to, who are so taboo against journaling. And I mean, I grew up in the early 90s, born in 91, and I get it that so many guys make fun of the girls for their diaries and all sorts of stuff. Journaling is something that I think is essential for your mental health. Whether you take pen to paper or you do it on a computer, however you do it, it will help you out, because it lets you organize your thoughts better. So if you can journal, men and women and everyone, it helps. I swear to God, it helps, okay? So do that. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. Journal, write stuff down. You will be surprised at what you are thinking and you are believing in your own head as you get it on paper sometimes. And if you can't journal words, get something down. Just, you need to take out all this jumbled junk that's constantly going around and like brain dump it, if that makes sense a bit. And it'll help you out through this time, because day to day, every time I get on social media and I get ready to make a post or create something new, I see a lot of people struggling with all the changes going around right now. Even just going to the grocery store and seeing stuff that they're so used to being there and not being there. And change usually gets reacted to in two really quick base emotions, and that's anger or joy. And there's not a lot of joy going around right now. Then there's other emotions you can get through it as, of course. Lots of anger. Be aware of that too. I've been going to the post office almost every other day for something as well, and I see a lot of angry people there. At the same time, frustration, and just try and give yourself that little extra cushion of being aware this could happen for change and why everyone else is going through this. It'll help you out, it'll help them out, and a little bit of kindness goes a really long way in these kind of struggling, hard times. Anyways, I think that's all I'm going to talk about today. Like I said, it was a very good stream, but a long one. It was just me wanting to really talk to you guys about this change in life and everything else going around, and hopefully help out a little bit. Otherwise, it's that time where I say, make sure you like below, share to people, hit the little bell thingy, all that good stuff. Emily's done some really cool edits. Make sure you follow her on Twitch as well. Emily, make sure you put your link there and everything. She's been an immense help on her edits. She's getting amazing. If you just watch her videos 1, 2, 3, now on 4, it makes me smile every single time. That cool clip she did with Tony Hawk on the last one and everything. Doing this now, I don't even know what she's gonna come up with on this one. But definitely follow her on social as well. This is something we're growing together. And of course, follow me on the Twitch. This is gonna be down there. The podcast will be down there, and everything else on social. Find me on Facebook. Find me everywhere, so I can get out to you more, and hopefully my content can inspire you or help you out in some way. That's what I'm here for. Anyways, have a nice day.